Hi everyone, it's Christian from Oshyn. I'm excited to talk to you about some of the new enhancements we've made to our reliability report. Oshyn provides this report free to marketers and website builders as a way to diagnose the most pressing issues with their website. Our report previously helped customers diagnose performance issues, security vulnerabilities, and accessibility obstacles with their site. And now we've incorporated new metrics to show how your site is showing up inside of the most popular AI chat interfaces, and metrics that will help you diagnose your issues and begin to improve them. So let's head on over and take a spin through an example report that I ran previously and show you what this looks like. Here is a report for ExxonMobil's website showing the top-line scores that we track across the 4 pillars of discoverability, performance, security, and accessibility. Let's dive into the new discoverability pillar of the reliability report. There are 4 subsections in the discoverability pillar of the reliability report. The first is reputation. Here we can see a measure of how the 2 major AI chat LLMs grade this brand's awareness. There are multiple categories of brand awareness that the brand can be scored on, iconic being the highest. Next, under reputation, we have Moz scores that show the overall domain authority and the counts for backlinks, which are important to digital reputation. The next section is Oshyn's proprietary Citability Score. This score is an indicator of how likely you are to be cited inside of OpenAI's ChatGPT for a user asking questions around topics that your brand is associated with. There are 5 dimensions of this score that you could improve: presence, corroboration, authority, information density, and clarity. All 5 of these dimensions contribute to how likely your content is to be cited by the LLM in answers a user gets. The next section is technical SEO. This is your traditional on-page SEO that also contributes to high citability in the LLMs. All these are table stakes to gain entry into the game, and your teams have probably been actively tracking these metrics for years now. The last section of the discoverability is content. Here, your content is evaluated on the Flesch-Kincaid readability scale to show how easy it is to understand. Obviously, the more complex your language is, the smaller your capturable audience will be. Next, there is an evaluation of your content against Google's helpful content guidelines of quality, expertise, and people first, rolling up to an overall helpful content score. So that is the new discoverability section of Oshyn's reliability report. Now I just want to take a minute to walk you through the previous sections of the report that have gotten a visual refresh recently. The performance pillar shows 4 different performance scores: desktop and mobile, throttled and unthrottled. If you weren't aware, the standard on Google's PageSpeed is to show you network and CPU throttled scores, which typically lower your scores. That's why we show both throttled and unthrottled. There are lots of metrics here that are used to improve the page performance of your website, like LCP, TBT, CLS, and the speed visualization. Our teams use these metrics to improve your site. Then we have the overall core web vitals, which is how Google tracks real, user-experienced page performance in the trailing 28 days. The next section is security. This tests the security your site provides in relation to the browsers the user is coming from. There are settings made by each website that can make a user's experience more vulnerable to malicious attacks or less vulnerable. These tests are all components of that. In addition, the SSL TLS version should be 1.3, and any JavaScript libraries that the website uses to deliver its experience should be free of known vulnerabilities. In this case, ExxonMobil uses a library called HighCharts that has a medium known vulnerability in the NIST NVD database. The last pillar of Oshyn's reliability report is accessibility. In this section, you can see the accessibility errors and warnings in contrast errors found on this website. It also shows whether you have the helpful ARIA labels, which help screen readers navigate your website effectively. Hope you enjoyed this quick walkthrough of Oshyn's new and improved reliability report, now with LLM discoverability. Head over to oshyn.com to get yours free anytime.